What I feel compelled to talk to today is about being on your healing journey and waking up to your spiritual gifts and the humiliation rituals that are involved with that, and what you, or at least I'm speaking from my experience. So I'm not trying to project this into anybody's experience, just so you know. I'm just speaking of my experience. And if you are watching this video, you are in alignment with my energy. We are a part of the same soul family, the same soul tribe, and I am here to assist you in waking up to your spiritual gifts. And when I say that, I mean psychic gifts. Everybody, the masses are afraid of that word, psychic, and it's demonized because of how powerful it is. But if you notice, the people who demonize it are those who are manipulated by corrupt systems, such as churches and some religions. Okay, let me just put that into perspective. I didn't expect this talk to go that way, but whatever. It just clicked, okay? So, of course, psychic abilities can be used for bad, or they can be used for good. And I know in my heart that if you're using them for bad, you're not going to have access to them for very long. They're going to get stripped from you because that's just the way universal law is. You'll go crazy or end up in a mental institution, worse, prison, or dead. So these systems that demonize, I get called a demon all the time, and that I need Jesus. And those people, I feel sorry for them, and at the same time, I have compassion for them because they are just manipulated by the systems, and they're manipulated by the powers that be that wanted to manipulate them, and I'm not. So it's, it's like they don't know any better, and all I can do, and all we can do as a collective, is hope and keep speaking our truth in I really don't like using that word hope, but in effort to hopefully someday they wake up to the fact that they're being manipulated and that their wings have been cut by a system that is meant to oppress them. So, all right. So the powers that be that use their religion or belief in God, in which we know that the belief in God that is pushed through some religions is actually demonic. It's not the God that is within me. So you'll see the people who claim I'm demonic are possessed within a demonic system. That's all they can see. That's all they can see. The light looks demonic to them because they are entrenched in a demonic hierarchy system of oppression. So, with that being said, most, I can say most right now, of the United States, at least, if not most of the world right now, which is changing, but is manipulated by that system. So when you claim your power, because I spent years not using my real name. I spent years kind of hiding in the shadows, afraid to claim my power and like really be out in the open with it. And at one point it just got stupid. And there's more of a backstory to that. I also spent years in the sex industry, hooked on heroin and meth, and was never using my real name because, it started as being a stripper when I was 18. You don't use your real name. And that progressed into prostitution in my older years, my late 20s, which fed my addiction. And all of that stemmed from being trafficked when I was 13. So there's a reason for everything, but that's a story for another day. How I healed my sexual trauma through reclaiming my sexuality through being in the sex industry. Yes, I said that. And yes, I did that. Now, finally it got to where I was like, this is stupid. Like, I was like using my middle name and my grandmother's maiden name, Marino. Okay. So then, and it was like, I couldn't even introduce myself like that. Like, I'm Tara Marino. It didn't even make sense. Like, I caught myself, like, when I was actually planting roots in a community and I was meeting people in the community, introducing myself and giving them a business card with a name that isn't how I operate every day just became ridiculous. So then I decided, this is dumb. I'm Lindsey Latham. That is my name. And I'm powerful. And I am a psychic. I am a medium. I have these gifts that are here to change the world. And I am able to teach people how to get through the antics of the mind and tap into these gifts for themselves, which is powerful, which is our core operating system before all of this mind manipulation. I spent 20 plus years in the trenches, on the streets, in deep drug addiction to be able to help the collective do this shit. Why am I not using and claiming my own name? What am I scared of? There's nothing to be scared of, is what I'm saying. So, I mean, I've been on the psychic hotlines for years, going on 4 years now, I think. And at first I used a different name. And then one day I just decided not to do it anymore. Sorry, I got emotional. That's passion and power. I started owning who I am and what I do. I stopped hiding. And with that comes a lot of humiliation. This term humiliation rituals. It's new to me because I never looked at it that way, although I've been going through humiliation my whole life. I've been shamed for who I am. So, but I know now that that was preparing me for my life purpose of what I am and what I do. So now it's like by the time I claimed me and I claimed who I am and I stopped hiding, any humiliation shit that comes my way is like, what? Excuse me? It's like, who the fuck are you talking to? I know who I am, and I know what I do, and you can't fuck with me. And then you learn to have compassion for these people who obviously don't know any better and who obviously are manipulated. And most people don't. They just don't know. They just don't know. But what I'm saying, and the point of this video is, if you're here, you've gone through a lot of shit. You've had a rough life. Put it into perspective. It was preparing you for something. It was preparing you to own who you are, own your gifts, and proceed accordingly into your purpose, which that is for you to discover. I can help you, but I'm not here to tell anybody what their purpose is. So just remember to have compassion for people because they don't know any better. Hopefully they learn that's not your problem. Nothing is going to hurt you. No one is going to hurt you. You are protected by more things that you can even comprehend. And you can use that to your advantage. Use it to your advantage, meaning in the light. You can consciously connect to your protectors, to ease your anxiety, to take away the fear of being seen, to take away the fear of being known as a psychic or a demon. Let people think that you're a demon. You know that you're not. And that is all that matters. And now through this video, you know that demons, if somebody is projecting to you that you are a demon, they are the demon. They are the demon. I don't ever look at anyone and be like, oh, they're a demon. That shit doesn't even come up into my consciousness. Now, if I was sitting down with someone and they were asking me to look at energy around them and they were paying me and I noticed something like that, that's a different story. But I don't watch people or see people and think, oh, they're a demon, because I don't see, and it's like, you have to be in a demonic construct in order to look and judge onto other people that they are a demon. And if you are looking and judging and calling someone a demon, I suggest that you pay attention to what you're being manipulated by. And if you are possibly surrounded by or stuck in a belief system that is actually demonic when you think it's not, because you've been told that it's not. All right, this video is going some other way. All right, I've got to go. My son is graduating pre-K. And yes, so I love you, YouTube. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I am going to start making more long form videos like this that I hope that help you guys and hope that you like them. And if you want me to speak about something specific, put it in the comments. All right. Bye. I'm Lindsey Latham.